Day 324, or November the 20th. You're not good enough. Our thoughts today are from 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 28. Everyone ought to examine themselves before they eat of the bread and drink from the cup. Now the big picture surrounding this verse. A big issue in Paul's day was eating meat that had been offered to idols in pagan temples. If your religion was superficial, there was no problem eating anything that had been used in a religious ceremony, because you probably didn't believe the principles of that religion anyway. However, when you become committed to Christ, then pagan sacrificial meat creates a problem. Paul basically advises not to ask too many questions and just eat it. If it's clearly declared as from a pagan temple, then politely refuse to eat it. Paul's first letter to the Corinthians includes that lovely promise that we will never be tempted beyond our ability to cope. Chapter 10, verse 13. He also includes what have become known as the words of institution when you serve bread and wine, often referred to as the Eucharist or communion. And now, today's action step. Doctors often tell us that we need to examine our bodies for signs that may warrant a visit to the surgery. But Paul tells us in our verse today that we are to examine our innermost self, our heart and mind, as we prepare to take communion and then thank him for the reconciling death of Jesus. Sadly, many misread or misunderstand what Paul is actually saying. He does not tell us to examine ourselves, and then, if our conscience is totally clear and we sense we are acceptable before God, then take communion. No, he tells us to examine ourselves first and then proceed to take communion. Taking communion is not a sign of being good enough, it's a sign of being grateful enough. As soon as you feel good enough, it's a sure sign that you're not. Churches are the place for those who need to be forgiven. They are not the place where the better people gather.